Hello, welcome to Living Arts. I'm your host, Jackie Suarez. I want to thank you for tuning in. Tonight we have a very special guest. It is African drummer extraordinaire, Baba Kazi Oliver. Kazi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Wonderful, thank you.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen you perform in a while, but you've definitely been very active in our community, and I've known of you for a very long time. So it's nice to finally have a chance to sit down with you and talk.
Great.
So why don't we give our audience a little background on you and just tell them, I guess start with your childhood, because you started playing fairly early. You've been playing the drums for over 40 years. Tell our audience about how you first became introduced to African drumming.
Way back many moons ago,
Okay.
in the country of Trenton, New Jersey,
Okay.
a brother, God bless his soul, named Abiodun McCray, used to come to Trenton, New Jersey at an after-school program.
Okay.
My mother used to work at the Learning Center in Trenton, New Jersey, and she told me about this program that was happening over there. And she instructed me to come. When I got there, before I got there, I heard the drums. But when I got to the drums, my drum teacher handed me cowbell.
Okay, so instead of doing the drums, you had to play the cowbell.
First time cowbell. Second time cowbell. Third time cowbell.
So when did you start to play the drums?
Actually, about maybe after the fifth time, but by the time I came to the drums, I learned time.
Okay.
So when it came time to play the drums, anything he gave to me, I picked it up immediately.
Okay, so you're pretty good with percussion.
Yes, I'm a percussion virtual, so I am time.
So explain to me what all goes into playing the African drums and the rhythm of it, and how you just learned your craft.
Well, again, I immediately fell in love from the sound of before I ever saw them. You know, when I heard this wonderful sound, it was just so mystifying to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I embraced it. And throughout the different courses of my life, the drum was always a part of my life, except for environments where it was not conducive.
Mm-hmm.
But what really got me into the drums is the spirit of it. It's a spiritual activity. It's not something you just do.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times anymore, they think you can just start it and stop it, like cutting off a light switch. It's not that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's evoking spirits of our ancestors.
Okay.
And that's just the drums was used as a form of communication many years ago, before cell phone, before house phone, before the internet. It was the drum.
Mm-hmm.
When something was happening in your village, way wherever, a drummer would play a certain rhythm. The next village would hear, then he'd play the rhythm, bang, then it'll travel really, really far. So when they have ceremonies or whatever, somebody get married, that's how they communicate with each other.
Okay, that's interesting. So let me just go back to, I guess, when you were first, this workshop when you were a kid and you started playing and you kind of, became very good at it at an early age. Mm-hmm. What was the progression of your work with the drums? How many more lessons did you have to take?
I took lessons for a while, and then I started teaching my siblings how to play the drums so I could practice. I got good. Really good at an early age. One time, my drum teacher was in a movie, The Education of Sonny Carson. I was too young to get on a ferry boat. They couldn't let me go. I would have been in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I'm not too familiar with Sonny Carson. Is he a drummer?
No, Sonny Carson was just a guy. I'll forget the nature of who he was. You got to check it out. Look up Education of Sonny Carson, the movie.
Oh, okay, so it was a movie and they had some drumming in it.
Yeah, it was just a real small segment. He was some kind of activist or something.
Okay.
But back to the drum, about how I came to be abreast to the drum. Again, I started teaching my nephews and nieces how to play the drums, and ultimately, in my hometown was a group called the Timbuktu Dancers, and I became the musical director of the Timbuktu Drummers and Dancers in Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay, and they were is this specifically African drumming?
Yeah, African drum and dance.
Okay, around what year was this?
Oh man, I can't recollect.
Oh, okay, so this was quite a while ago, right?
Yeah,
Can't remember that.
I was still young. I mean, a musical director at a very young age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So did you go on tour with these guys?
Yeah, actually, we traveled as far as California one time.
Wow.
I was young when I
what
went
was
to
your
California.
responsibility being, I guess, the music director?
I teach them the music, to whatever the dance was. I learned the music, and we did the drum and dance. It's drum and dance, African drum and dance.
Right. The
And
two go together really
so
well.
everybody, you see what happened in this footage that you guys took. It's a family. We have the djembe, we have the drum, we have the song bar kinkane.
Uh-huh.
The djembe is a hand
Which one
drum.
is the djembe? This one?
That's djembe. It's made out of wood, rope, metal rings, and animal skin. The type of animal skin we use for the djembe is goat.
What kind?
Goat.
Goat. Oh, okay.
Goat
So this
skin.
up here is goat.
Yes, that's goat. The metal rings is there. Some of the drums you make with the metal rings exposed.
Okay.
This metal got duct electrical tape on that. That metal ring has material on it. Those metal rings are not exposed. The skin is covering it. And these are made out of wood, rope, metal rings, and animal skin as well. It's cow skin.
Cow skin.
These drums are played with sticks.
Okay.
These drums are played with your hand in hand only.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly, if I play with
So
sticks.
you wouldn't use any of these drumsticks on these guys?
No, but I've been doing it innovatively here lately because I know how to hit it with a doggone stick.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing a lot of djembes. You know, you only play one djembe
Oh, okay.
at a time, but I've been getting innovative.
So when you talk about the drums being kind of a family, when you would play at an event or many of the performances that you've had, because I mean you've performed many places. I mean you've been on The View, you've performed many places in the city. What was it like being on The View, by the way?
Oh, it was wonderful. James Woods dancing to my music.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Barbara
So
Walters
what was
dancing.
the reason? What was the reason they had you on the show?
It was, it's really ironic you bring that up. I only had a tape. They found me a doggone tape. As a matter of fact, I want a copy of this.
Okay, you can get a copy of this.
I gotta have a
You can
copy.
get a copy of your stuff at The View?
Oh, no, I didn't get it.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't get it. It's like I'm fighting tooth and nail with the sister who got a copy. She got a copy, but for some reason she won't give it to me.
Oh, okay, so
But
she won't share it with you. You can get a copy of this for sure.
Yeah, I'll get a copy, right?
No,
It's
absolutely.
on tape. She said that.
Absolutely, I'll get you a copy.
Give me a word.
You have my word. You have my word.
Thank
You will
you.
get a copy.
That's a really faltering thing nowadays. You know that. Word. Okay. Anyway, back to where were we?
No, just I was commenting on the fact that you said that this works best when you have other people that are playing with you.
Yeah, because it's
Because you're kind of like a one-man band in here with this.
Yeah,
But
right
normally, how many other people would you have playing with you to make this work?
Well, again, it's like most of the rhythms and dances, the music is in 4 components.
4 components. Okay.
Yeah, like there's normally like 4 patterns that go to any rhythm that we do, like cuckoo, yankee. These are West African
Words.
rhythms or titles of dances and songs.
Oh, okay.
You know,
So
So-
what are the 4 components again?
well, again, you got the bass, the tone, it's like bam. You got the djembe, don't do so much here. They communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell there's different parts that will coincide with each other.
They respond to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They
you would have
feed
the
off it.
bass,
Like when
the
I do my
djembe.
I do, excuse me?
No, so you would have the bass, the djembe, and you said there was 4 components to drumming, right?
Yeah, a lot. Sometimes it's even more, because we got other instruments that's incorporated with the African music.
Like what?
We have the kora, that's a string instrument from West Africa as well, so all over. We have the balafon, which is the xylophone was designed from that. And a lot of drummers, contemporary drummers that play the trap drums have no idea that drum was created from the djembe.
Right.
They play with their foot pedals, the bass,
Oh, okay. Most
and the
drummers
tom
when they're
tom,
playing.
they have no idea. They have no idea, don't know the history of drum, the evolution of all these other instruments that was incorporated originally from Africa. Africa is first. For the reason they don't want to accept that.
No, I can understand that. Is Kazi Oliver your real name?
It's my real name now.
Okay.
Officially, Kazi Oliver.
No, the only reason I say that is because I know, let's say the only thing that comes to mind when I'm saying it is like Malcolm X. His name was Malcolm Little, and he changed it to something else,
Like Muhammad Ali with Cassius Clay.
Muhammad Ali, right? Exactly.
Like my uncle was Ronald Oliver. He's Ahmed Ali.
Oh, so Oliver is your.
I'm gonna give up the tape. I'm Kazi. I ain't afraid to be who I am. I'm okay with it.
No, I understand, and it's really no one's business what your real name is.
Okay.
We can live with it.
Like here in Peekskill, when I first came here, I had to give my regular name.
Okay.
So a lot of people know me as Kevin Oliver.
Oh,
My
okay.
hometown. This is Kevin Kazi Oliver, y'all. It's me.
So are you from? Are you a native of Peekskill?
No. Trenton, New
Oh,
Jersey.
Trenton.
I'm
That's right.
born
You were saying
and
that,
raised,
Trenton.
I
Okay.
came to New York. Wow. It's historical right now. It's like a celebratory type of situation. I came to Peekskill, no Montrose VA Hospital. I'm a vet. I'm a veteran.
Okay.
And I came to Montrose VA Hospital, then I moved into the community here in Peekskill.
Okay. How long ago was that?
July 14, 1993.
And what did you try to do as far as your music is concerned? Because I know that you have been a teacher for a very long time, and I guess over the most recent years, you have your students that you teach, you participate in workshops. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your community involvement and the programs that you used to be involved in?
I could talk about what I used to be involved in before,
Right.
Right,
because you're not currently doing them. So
I was everywhere.
Well, just,
I used to, this is what happened. When I came to Peekskill, I went to school for cosmetology. I was a cosmetologist. I worked at L.A. Monroe right there on Central Avenue, Peekskill, for 6 years. But when I came here and I brought my drums with me ultimately. I
Okay.
started teaching in a community. It became a commodity. So it was a conflict at my job with doing hair. My boss said, Kazi, you're going to have to choose between doing hair and playing your drums. Of course, I followed my passion. Doing hair was just something
So
I
this
did.
was Luis that said this to you.
Luis Guzman. Luis. Yeah.
Yes, I know Luis.
I love you, Luis.
So you worked at L.A. Monroe for quite a long
Yeah,
time.
for 6 years. And then, I started teaching and performing. I was all over. Again, I was really a hot item on several of these programs here in Peekskill.
Oh,
They say,
okay.
I saw you on TV. I did. I ain't see it. I didn't see a lot of programs. I wish I could get some of those copies, of footage of me playing. I don't have much of me performing because I've done countless countless performances in the Hudson Valley.
What would some of your workshops look like? Like, how would you organize that, and what would go on there?
Well, what happens is I set up all the drums, right? I set up all the drums, I have my chairs in a round circle. Djembes, of course, all in one area. I put my song bars in one area. Song bars and kicking, I put all the drums in one area so they can balance themselves out, so it'll be easy for people to breast and understand what their responsibility are. I introduce them to the drums. I don't let them just start banging on the drums. I don't do that.
Right.
Got to be introduced. They have to be introduced.
Right. So what's like the introduction like besides them playing on a specific drum?
Sometimes I tell them my little story about when I came to the drum. It was the bell first. It was the bell. And then we learned the structure of the drum, the composition, wood, rope, metal rings, animal skin. You ever do I toy with them, ask what kind of skin they think it is. I get all kind of crazy ass, rhinoceros, snake, squirrel, all kind they think is on the drum. Yeah.
Someone suggested there was a rhinoceros on one of these drums?
All kind of answers I get.
Okay.
This is from adults too. Some of the answers I
okay.
get from them is really outlandish. I just toyed with it for a while. Then I tell them what it is.
Where did you get these drums from?
Oh wow! Oh, man, let me do it. I made this one. I made this one.
You made it yourself?
Yes, I had a couple more in the van that I made. I'll make them out of metal barrels. Actually, one of my students, he was a carpenter. He actually made the shell. Because he found a formula, but I didn't know, I didn't have the facility.
So is that a part of a tree, or
no? This is wood slats. It's wood slats, like the wood flooring.
Oh, okay. So he just has these slats, and he made a circle. He made a circle out of them.
You got to cut it some way you put it down so that you glue together. It's glued together. I did the artwork on here though. I took a wood burner, did that, and I put the skins on it.
Oh, okay.
And
So how long did that take you?
Oh wow! This took a long time because I did this. Oh, this part was time consuming. I had a wood burner. I put all those carvings on there. And it takes a few days at least.
Oh, really? I would have thought it would have taken longer than that.
Yeah, about a few days, about maybe 4 or 5 days. 4 days because you got to put the skin on, got to let it dry.
Oh, okay. Now, where are you getting the skin from? Where are you getting the skin from?
Africa.
So you, someplace in Africa? Have you been to Africa?
3 times.
3 times?
4 times, actually. 1 time in the military, that don't count.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So what part of Africa did you visit?
I visited Guinea, West Africa. My last trip to Africa, guess what I did?
What?
I taught African drumming.
Oh, you taught drumming in Africa? Okay.
In Africa.
Was it in West Guinea?
In Guinea, West Africa, a city called Kaporo, with an African drum and dance troupe called Bamboya.
Oh, okay. So they originated here.
Yeah.
And they traveled over there.
No, they're from Africa.
Oh, okay.
I taught professional African drummers, African drummers.
Wow, that's amazing. That's definitely amazing. How long ago was that?
1 second. I don't think there's no American African drummer who would study African drumming can say that they went to Africa and taught African drumming. I don't think there's none.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Did you pick up any new skills while you were over there?
Well, every time I went to Africa, I learned something new to bring back to America.
Like what? Like what?
Like the first time I went, I learned cuckoo.
A cuckoo.
Cuckoo is a rhythm and songs that I learned there. Another time I learned something else. Now it's a lot of an array of rhythms and songs I know.
Oh, okay. So how do you, because I know that you have a CD that you put together, and what would be, I guess, the structure of putting together a drum solo?
What do you mean? Structure of solo? Like what you
Like,
saw me do?
like composition of it? Are you just playing like just off the cuff? You're playing as you want to play, or do you have specific sounds and specific rhythms that you're going to be following in a recording?
The footage that they saw today is just off the cuff. That's what you rarely see nobody playing 3 djembes. You don't see that. It's not typical to see somebody playing no 3 djembes. All those different sounds I could derive. I could take a room full of people and give them their own pattern to play. I have a really amazing ability to give rhythms to people and incorporate everybody. And everybody feed off of each other.
Yeah.
We have to depend on each other. Just like now, we need to be more unifiable right now. Unity is dying. Djembe means unity.
It does.
Brings people together. It's a tool that's bring people together and share unity and love.
So there's a spiritual component, as you mentioned, to this as well.
It's highly spiritual for me. And in essence, it is. But what's happening is being adulterized right there and exploited. As everything else that's in our world right now. I don't want to go there, okay? But we have to be realistic and accept what's going on. We have to.
You feel there's like a nasty tone in the world right now where there's something where people are not being their best selves?
Well, yes, it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic of integrity being diminished in many characters, both men and women. And it's not being filtered down. These principles are not given to the children. And we're losing our children to the internet and the media, these cell phones and the tablets and stuff. They're like this. And all they can learn is what's in that circumference right there. The time span on these devices, maybe 4 or 5 minutes tops.
Right, it's funny you should mention that because, I have a young person in my life and, she's consumed with her cell phone and her tablet and her laptop and just being in the TV a lot. And I know that this is not a coincidence. This is something that's been going on a lot.
It's happening. It's getting worse and worse every day. We're losing our youth. We're losing them because there's no community.
So here's what I can do because we're kind of running out of time, and it's been great talking to you. And I want to leave our audience with some information about you so that they can book you to play the drums. And if anyone wants to reach out to you to book a performance, they can do that, or a workshop or such. So we're just going to go ahead and tell the audience. We're not going to read off everything on the card, but we're going to say, let's go ahead and give the audience your phone number. What is your phone number?
My phone number is 845-401-6744.
Okay,
my
terrific.
email address is kazi.oliver@gmail.com. That's Kazi, K-A-Z-I. My website is www.kazioliver.com. My Facebook, Baba Kazi Oliver at Facebook.com.
Okay, terrific.
Google and YouTube me, you'll see me there.
So there's a lot of different ways to reach you. There's a lot of different ways to reach you. So what do you have planned for yourself in the future? What's coming up for you?
Well, right now, I'm kind of halfway in cahoots with collaborator, a classical, a music composer.
A
composer,
A composer, okay,
a composer
terrific.
to I can play to any genre of music. I can fit this djembe to anything.
So somebody wants you to accompany them or get in the studio with them and play.
We're gonna make some music where that's never been heard for real. That's what's in my future, is to create music that has never been heard. I've been communicating with several artists from all over to come together, because that's what we have to do. Ultimately, that's what God wants us to do, is to unify ourselves, to come together. I hope I'm the conduit for that.
Okay, that's terrific, Kazi. I want to thank you again for coming on the show, your wonderful performance, you're sharing your talents with us, sharing your music. We wish you the very best, and, be sure to catch you wherever I know that you're going to be performing, and, get to see you again. So for the Living Arts audience, I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Kazi Oliver a little bit better. Definitely take a look at his African drumming website and all the information that's on there. And definitely go see him if he's performing in the area. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.